But let's get something straight from the jump. This Muni Gym summer is not going to be one continuous loop of one shining moment. There'll be low points too, on and off the court, trust me. A few weeks in, a meaty-faced cop will knock on the windshield with the butt of his nightstick. He will look at you through aviator sunglasses, his right hand resting on a holstered handgun. Try not to panic. His suspicions will be based on two simple facts. One, this is the first time during his rounds he's ever stumbled across a kid slipping at a 90-degree angle inside a VW bug. 2, your skin is brown. 2A, his skin will be brown too, maybe even browner, but don't spend too much time worrying yourself about this. There's a complex psychology behind this phenomenon once you are not yet ready to wrap your head around. At the end of your respectful explanation, the cop will slowly remove his hand from his gun. He will grab hold of your left elbow instead and steer you toward the front office of the factory. Your pop will be summoned, embarrassingly, over the loudspeaker. 2 minutes later, he will emerge from the back looking wildly stressed. This is not because you have done anything wrong. It's because he has his own history with cops. Stuff that happened long before you were born. Stuff nobody ever talks about. After the cop explains the situation, your pop will put on an uncomfortable smile and vouch for you. He will say you are a good kid, that you were just down there to play some ball at a gym in Balboa Park. He will shake hands with the cop enthusiastically, thanking him for his service and apologizing for any trouble you may have caused. Soon as the cop leaves, though, your pop will transform back into himself. Don't worry about that power-happy pendejo, he will say, rubbing your shoulder. You didn't do anything wrong. I was just sleeping. Mexicans are allowed to sleep too. He will look you straight in the eyes, nodding. And in this moment, you will feel closer to your old man than ever before. Fortunately, that's the only morning you will be woken up by a nightstick. Every other morning, it will be the alarm on your phone, and you will be free to climb out of the bug at your leisure. Stretch your stiff arms and legs, breathe in the warm Hillcrest air, and remove your rock from your bag. It's time to get a move on. It won't take but 3 days to know all the shortcuts to Muni. Dribble through the middle school playground where summer camp kids play double dutch and hopscotch and dodgeball. Dribble in and out of the sleeping cars in the massive San Diego Zoo parking lot. Dribble through crowds of camera-toting tourists shuffling toward the front gates of the zoo. Dribble past the various hot dog stands, the ice cream truck with the 2 flat tires, the leather-faced man selling raspas who looks like your late abuelito. By the end of the summer, these vendors will all recognize you and wave. It will take a little more than an hour for you to arrive at the large, dilapidated building with 2 locked green doors. Butterflies will dance inside your chest that first time and every time following, even years from now, and that's how it should be, because you can sense it. Here is where you will learn the world. Sentence to the bleachers. While you wait for gym manager Jimmy to arrive by bicycle with his massive ring of rattling keys, listen to the grown man around you. To the uninitiated, they are uneducated. They're poor, black, cross, shifty, steely-eyed, a reason to cross the street. But over the course of the summer, you will soak up everything around you, and you will hear the brilliance, the poetry, the philosophy, the verbal dance of an on-court banter. They will laugh harder and more often than anyone you have ever known. And you will laugh too, especially a few weeks into the summer when they turn their wrath on you. They will begin by calling you Mexico, even though your Spanish is suspect at best. They will ask why you were inside a gym and not crouched in a field somewhere picking strawberries or kicking around a soccer ball. They will tell you you were too young to ball with them, too skinny, too light in the pocket, too soft. Come back in 3 years, they will say, or maybe 10. You will laugh your way through all of this, sensing that their legs are some warped version of acceptance. A week in, a guy everyone calls Mr. Unleaded, because he's the night manager of a nearby gas station, will tear into you about your long, skinny, no muscle-having arms. And without blinking, he will fire back a dig about the ghetto Superman tat sketched into his right forearm. And why would you knowingly walk into a gym full of kryptonite? Everyone loitering outside the gym that morning waiting for Jimmy will roar in laughter and stomp their feet and bump fists, and to your surprise, it will be Mr. Unleaded who laughs hardest of all. But as much as he will begin to blend in off the court, on the court it will be a completely different story. That first day you won't get into a single game, not one. You will follow everyone inside the dark gym, set down your stuff in the bleachers like they do, hit the court with everyone for a handful of warm-up jumpers. But when it comes time to select squads, you will find yourself on the outside looking in. When you try to call next, they will ignore you. You will ask the overweight, knee-braced dude if you can run with his squad. He is still 3 games away, but you got all day. He will nod and say in a deep smoker voice, "You down, young buck, I got you." But an hour later, when his team is finally set to take the court, he will drop you for a balding big man. At first, this basketball blackballing will tear you up inside. You know, you can hang. Your jumpers is as pure as anyone's in the gym, except maybe this guy that called Dante, who never misses. Sure, these dudes are bigger and stronger and more aggressive, but at the very least, you could be a dependable distributor. You know where to put a lob on the fast break so your big man can mash it down with a guttural growl. You plead with the guy standing on the sidelines. "You gotta let me play, man. I can ball, I swear." But these outbursts of self-promotion will fall on deaf ears. All he will do the first day is hoist a few jumpers between games, then retreat back to the bleachers to watch. The next day, it will be the same thing. The day after that, those first 2 weeks, you will participate in a grand total of 1 run, if you can even count the end of the day. 3-on-3 debacle you spend guarding a homeless man wearing soulless Timberlands. One night, it will hit you especially hard on the long walk back to the car. You will keep quiet on the drive home, then retreat to an overturned bucket in the alley behind your building, where you will have a serious heart-to-heart with yourself. Sure, it is the best pickup you have ever seen, but they don't even let you play. They are prejudiced against Mexicans or soon-to-be 9th graders, or both. Why wake up before the crack of dawn, sleep folded up in a VW bug just to sit in the bleachers all day? Nah, man, this won't work. You are a baller, not a spectator. At least at the court down the street, you can work up a sweat. On your way into your room that night, you will break the news to your old man. "Just so you know, Pop, I'm not driving down with you anymore. Thanks for taking me all those times."